Hey, good morning, everyone. John again played a little bit of Immaculate Grid, played a couple games yesterday. The Immaculate Grid number 20 was kind of fun because there was only one option again for this was for Rocky's Rookie of the Year, which was only won by Jason Jennings in the 2002 season. He had like a 4.50 ERA, but the course field was pretty good, and I think he was a pretty good hitter that year too. The other potential rookie of the year. I mean, there might have been others, but one potential rookie of the year that might have been stolen was not stolen, but the voters got it wrong was Troy Tulowitzki in '07 finished second to Ryan Braun, two players who would, you know, be pretty big figures the next few years. And both, signed longer term contracts with their teams. Braun had one of the best ever offensive seasons ever by a rookie, and also one of the worst defensive seasons ever by anybody in 2007. Tulowitzki was good on both sides of the ball, so Braun ended up winning that award. Voters were still prioritizing offense. Yeah, is what it is. So in any event, let's get into it. I'm going to share the screen, and I'm just gonna delete that and hit go. All right, and away we go. Well, Vicente Padilla is my guy here. He always is. Jim, actually, now I've got to come up with a better one. Aaron Rowand, John Wetland, why not? And Jose Mesa. How about Dustin Hermanson? Cool. That was actually pretty rare. Nolan Ryan works. Grab Gaylord Perry. And I guess early win. Got it in under 45 seconds. Pretty good. But I did use, so Vicente Padilla is ticked up to 1% there. Um, Aaron Rowan at 10% here. That's gonna be an interesting one. I'm gonna have to brush up on people who played with both these teams. Um, Mesa 38%. He also works over here for what it's worth. John Wetland 32%. So this is going to be I think these might be the top people. Is it cheating if I do this? These are the top two people. Nolan Ryan takes 50. Gaylord Perry and Early Win both took 5. So those are actually pretty low there. Could have gone with Cy Young. That might have been or even like a Bob Lemon or a Bob Feller. There were Sabathia is probably high up there. Um, Over here, I'm trying to think I don't even know, like Wilbur Wood. Um, I'm surprised Early Win is all the way down at 5. I guess Burley probably believe Burley got to 200 wins. I think he got to 200 wins. This is gonna be an interesting one. Stop share, start share. There it is. Hunt around a little bit. And let's see here. So Julio Franco works for all three. Um, Played, I think, his most games with Cleveland. He played the 94 season where he hit cleanup. I saw that on X the other day. He played cleanup, hit cleanup. When the one year he played for the White Sox, which was the strike shortened 1994 season, he had 20 home runs and almost 100 RBI in a strike season, which was kind of an uncharacteristic year for him. His best year in 1991, winning a batting title and stealing over 30 bases with the Rangers, and then he kicked off his career playing with the Phillies. So Julio Franco is an option. Roberto Hernandez is an option here. Kevin Millwood is an option here. Jose Mesa, like we mentioned, is here. Hermanson may have been the guy to go with here for Rarity score. And let's see, 30 saves for the Rangers. I mean, Francisco Cordero will work. Um, Trying to think of any closers prior to. Did Jeff Reardon ever swing by Texas? I'm not actually sure. Gossage plays in Texas, but not saving 30 games at that point, I don't think. 30 saves for Cleveland. Um, so Mike Jackson will work. Michael Jackson will work. Got to make sure I play the right one. Bob Wickman will work. Joe Borowski will work. Um, their current closer will work. I'm blanking on his name at the moment, though. Cody Allen will certainly work. I think Wickman was actually an all-star with Cleveland. I, Michael Jackson was not there very long. Well, I think Mike Jackson, if memory serves me correctly, Mike Jackson works here. So he takes 2%. I'm trying to think old school pitchers who ducked into these places for a little bit. We'll go with Walsh, Ed Walsh, I believe his name was. He doesn't work. I guess he didn't play that long. Huh. Bummer. Well, now that I've lost, let's see if Mike Jackson works. Ah, see? I could have had them both. I did have them both, but now I've got to explore the career of Ed Walsh. So early win only gets 5%. I'm kind of racking my brain on people who played with the White Sox and would have gotten to 200 wins. David Wells will work. He played a little bit, but Boomer is usually pretty popular in these things. So he takes 2%. Um, yeah, Bob Lemon seems like a decent pick there. Of course, he played for a long time with Cleveland. I guess if I'm being strategic, because I've already lost, I think this is the one I leave blank. I'm pretty sure. I guess going over here, who works here? Burt Blyleven, Kevin Brown, um, Fergie Jenkins. So maybe there's not that many options. Let's see. Gaylord Perry took about 5%. Um, can't remember. I think Oral Hershiser just snuck over 200 wins. So he should work. But he takes 6%. After several months of playing this game every day, I'm not I still get surprised by who works where. Um yeah, Tommy works for both of these, so maybe there's a little bit of, vote splitting going on or whatever you want to call it. Lazinski works. Greg Lazinski works. He was with the White Sox on that 83 AL West team, AL West championship team. I think I'll go with Roberto Hernandez though. And I guess let's see how Julio Franco does. No, actually, Kevin Millwood's going to do better. Will he? I'm going to go Franco. 2%. I guess let's see how Kevin Brown does. 4%. Oh, and I need either a 30 save season. Your options are basically Bobby Thigpen. I don't think Gossage gets to 30 saves because he pitched for the White Sox in the mid 70s. Best season ever by a reliever, but I don't think it's a 30 save season. Roberto Hernandez certainly works. And then, yeah, I guess I'll go with Francisco Cordero. I'm not coming up with anyone better than like Thigpen. 123. So there's 10 options. Thigpen is number one. Burley's number one over here. He does get to 200 wins. Tommy is the best for both of these. So let's see. This is everyone with 200 wins. All right. Bartolo Colon would have worked. I know that. Steve Carlton pitched what? Tom Seaver pitched for the White Sox too. I don't know who these people are, and it won't let me scroll. Need to. That is not friendly. All right, whatever. I'll go through this later. I guess what I really want to find out is Ed Walsh was the guy I played, right? So he had big years with the White Sox, but won 195 games. So he had a 40 win season in there. I think that's why that's what I was saying. I knew he had big seasons. He had a 40 win season in 1908, which I believe the White Sox won the World Series that year. So that's like one of the better pitching seasons of all time. When you consider, also the upset. No, I'm sorry. The Cubs won the World Series that year. The White Sox won in 1906. Man, so he's the all-time leader in ERA and FIP based on, I guess, based on minimum of whatever they're giving him. But he pitched less than 3,000 innings, 195 wins, just missed. All right. Well, such is life. All right. Well, we'll play Ed Walsh for any of those categories again, but man, I'm going to save him for 20 wins and uh 20 wins and whatever else, sub 2 ERA. All right, calling it there. Have a good rest of your weekend, everyone. Peace.